Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Burton Ballers. And after some developments last night, it seems that Lukaku to Chelsea is inching that little bit closer. So, welcome to another edition of our transfer updates. So guys, I made a video yesterday about Lukaku's proposed move to Chelsea, and I said a lot depended on Antonio Conte leaving Inter Milan. At the time I made the video, there was just rumours that he was leaving, but just as I was about to post the video, as you could probably see in the title, it said that Conte, it was announced that Conte has officially left Inter Milan. So he's he left the building, he's gone, he's at Inter Milan no more. So what does that mean for Lukaku? Well, here's the story. Lukaku has always stated that he was happy to remain at Inter Milan, but this was as long as Antonio Conte was a manager, because they have got a fantastic relationship. So with Conte now gone, it looks like Lukaku's going to be having second thoughts about remaining at Inter Milan. Inter Milan are in need of money, because one of the reasons why Conte left was because he's on a high salary and they need to reduce that salary, the salary that they're paying to players and managers, obviously. And they need to sell an asset. At least £80 million they need of assets they need to sell to raise funds to get money in to buy players for the next season. So Lukaku's their biggest asset. So it looks like Lukaku is going to be the one who's going to be sacrificed. And the fee is €80 million I'm talking about. So that's roughly about £65 million. So that's what we're looking at, £65 million for Lukaku. Which, you know, as a 28-year-old experienced player who's already played in the Premier League and loves Chelsea, that's a no-brainer for me. Because this guy, he's always said he's a Chelsea supporter. He said he's not hiding it. He's from when he was 17, when he came over, when he as an Anderlecht boy, he's always said Chelsea are his team. I think because he used to be a big fan of Didier Drogba as well. So Chelsea are the club who can tempt him. They said if any English club can tempt him back into the Premier League, then that's going to be Chelsea. Where I said yesterday, he's got some unfinished business. He feels that he can come in as a main man and bring trophies to Chelsea. The other advantage of having Lukaku here is the fact that he's like that big, powerful, classic number 9. And if you look at Werner, I think the purchase of Lukaku will improve Werner's game as well, because Werner always likes playing off that big man. He played off Poulsen when he was in RB Leipzig, and to form a partnership with another big man will pay dividends for Chelsea. Because if you look at Lukaku at Inter Milan, Martinez plays off him, so it's not going to be an adjustment really for Lukaku's game, because he already has that sort of relationship with like a second striker. So him and Werner as a second striker, I think that can work well for Chelsea. He's also an aggressive presser now. I think at Manchester United, they didn't, when he was playing under Mourinho, they didn't play that pressing style, but the way that Conte got him playing at Inter Milan, he's the first guy at the press, so he's improved that side of his game, pressing the defence, and that's the same way that Tuchel likes to play with a lot of pressing from the front. So I think defensive shape, when we haven't got the ball, he can work in that sort of system as well. So that's another box ticked. So, you know, all the boxes are being ticked, guys. And I know that there are people who are looking at his tenure at Manchester United, and they're saying that's the reason why a lot of people don't like him. But I keep saying to people, look at what he did at Everton, at West Brom, and other clubs as well. You know, Manchester United was different circumstances. He was there under difficult circumstances with tactics that didn't really suit his game. And he still scored a few goals for Manchester United. So I don't think people should be looking at that when they're judging Lukaku. But with all transfers, only time will tell. We just don't know, because sometimes we think a transfer is going to work out and a big money player comes into the club and it doesn't quite work out. And sometimes the players that some fans are not sure about, they are the ones who are going to hit it off. So all I know is that if he comes, we're going to have a motivated player because he's wanted to make it at this club for a while. We're going to have a manager, I think, who's going to get the best out of him, and you're going to have players that he can work with. So all the boxes ticked for me. So, and he's a lot cheaper than Haaland or Kane. You know, if Haaland and Kane were available, then they would be my preferred option. But if the money you're talking about that for those two, then we can get him for 65 million, and Sancho, because Sancho's been talked about as another player that we can be buying, and its value I think is around about, is it 90 million euro or pounds? I can't remember if it's euros or pounds. But if we can get those two for a combined fee of say 130, 140 million, then it's a no-brainer. And there's also talk of people going, because obviously if people are coming in, people have to go. Giroud looks like he's definitely out of the door. AC Milan, are looking at a 2-year deal on Giroud. So his contract ends after the Champions League. So look out for more on that story after the Champions League. But AC Milan look like the firm favourites for his signature. There's talk, I mentioned the other day about Callum Hudson-Odoi. Chelsea are looking to sell him or loan him. We all know that Tammy Abrahams is going. That's just an open secret now. We know that the club are also looking to offload Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who has been on loan at Fulham, and Ross Barkley. He's the one who's been on loan at Aston Villa. So those are people that are looking to sell on, and we're probably with those and Kepa's the other one. So probably with those 5 going, you're looking to recoup about between 100 and 130 million for those 5. So that gives us enough money to fund like Lukaku, Sancho, and obviously the money that we've got from last season, we can go out and get a midfielder as well. So that's the news for now. So let me know what your thoughts are, guys, in the comment section below. And please comment, share, hit that like button. Every time you hit that like button, it allows the channel to grow a bit further, because Google know that there's interaction on this channel, and they will push this channel in their recommendations. So have a great day. The sun's shining, lovely day. So take care. Bye bye.